Hands off, or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an assassin get put out of work before? You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on me, I'm answering with my axes. I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenvi, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him. More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court in the Outlaw's Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Raynilla Treveri's been through recently. Got it? Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Raynilla. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after you're done. Well, make it quick, before more of those mercenaries decide to show up. I just can't figure out where I slipped up. Raynilla shouldn't know I was after her. My catches never knew. Targets. Bounties. Got fishing on the mind, I suppose. I was planning a trip when I got put on this job. High priority, and the pay was nothing I could pass up. Lucky for the fish. I'm a mercenary, bounty hunter, assassin, whatever gets me paid. Raynilla stole something. Was told I'd know it when I saw it. Research notes to try and gain favor with some rival Telvanni magister, maybe. Tale as old as time in these parts. I think so. I don't know. I was handed the job by my job broker. He let slip that Raynilla used to work for the client, but I didn't stick around to hear much else. It is a time-sensitive job, and I was told to stop Raynilla at any cost. Thought it'd be better to get on her trail sooner rather than later. I don't need to know all the fancy details and motivations. I just need to know enough to get paid. He's one of Necrom's only crime lords, big fish in a small pond, and he knows everybody, so I am certain he knows Raynilla. I've worked for him before. We're not on bad terms, but I wouldn't go to him if I had any other choice. He's chatty, too friendly for my taste, lures people in just so he can get them under his thumb and in his debt. Last time we did business, we didn't see eye to eye on something. Let's leave it at that. What? My story? I tell you to make it quick, and that's what you decide to ask me. Try again, or get moving. And listen, don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
What you need.
I've got what you need. rest for the weary. But everyone here is so poor in spirit. I'm here. Lucky you.
Curses! The guards caught her. Who knows where she'll be sent? Now what?
A word of advice. Han's a busy man. Don't waste his time or he'll take it out of your hide.
Please, Han. They're not just flowers, they're...
Surely a man of your talents can grow more. Now, move. Others wait in need of my counsel. Your face isn't familiar to me, but I'd know that look anywhere. You want something from me. Information, probably. Well, what is it you're looking for? Raynilla Treveri. Really? I may know something about her. Perhaps you can enlighten me on why it is you're seeking her. All right, don't get so touchy, Fla. Raynilla was through recently. I can tell you what I know, but not without a favor in return. Why don't you deliver these red flowers I just gathered to some dear friends of mine? Braylin Ardus and Menradius Cortin will be my recipients. Braylin likes to shoot dice outside the palace. Cortin should be hawking his wares by the fountain. Meet me at the tavern when you're done, and I'll tell you where you might find Raynilla. Braylin and Cortin shouldn't give you any trouble, and if they bother you with questions, just remember not to give them anything for free. I don't, Fla. Not really. But I don't do anything for free. Can you imagine the damage that would do to my reputation? You want something from me. I want to have some fun. This way, we both end up happy. I do love your little questions, but if we keep going on like this, those flowers will wilt before they reach their intended recipients. Let's just say they serve as a reminder that I have them in my thoughts. Now, run along, will you? Be quick about it. Meet me at the tavern when you're done.
try Corton's astounding Are you here to try Corton's cordial? The new improved formula with half the bitterness and twice the benefits? One sip will get you hooked. Guaranteed. For me? Is it from... Oh no. I need more time. Please! The cordial will catch on, I promise!
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Face it, Braylon. Luck's just not with you today.
Shut it, Frall.
Know when to quit, lady.
Interested in a game of dice, my dear? Or perhaps you want to buy me a drink? For me? You charmer. What's the occasion? If you're in such a generous mood, the evening could be ours to spend however we choose. You horrible fetcher. I can't believe you delivered Han's message. Leave me alone. I have to figure out how I'm going to get him out of my hair. Its significance is that Han Orenvi is a double-dealing, dishonest, conniving swit. I'll give him what he's asking for, and a piece of my mind with it. I'm not stupid enough to get myself into debt to Han Orenvi, you fetcher. He's blackmailing me for... never mind what it's for. Get out of my face, now! That odious, oily bastard! I wish someone would claw out his other eye.
Take your time and mend it properly. Might save my life someday.
You can't just go making claims about this cordial, Menradius. It has to actually work.
I'll try using columbine flowers in the next batch. I'll just need to find a steady supply. You'll get a return on your investment soon, Han. I promise.
Well, if it isn't my flower Fla. Back, and right quick. Braylon sent me a piece of her mind. It got here just before you did, along with the information I wanted from her. I ought to be careful with you. The last time I had someone so efficient working for me, I lost my eye. Keep your voice down, all right? Raynilla was through recently. She sought out Deredrian, a fence who specializes in moving specialty items. She keeps a room at the Palace View Apartments just around the corner. But do be careful. Deredrian and Raynilla fell out some time ago, and they might not appreciate you dredging that bad blood between them. If you have further business with me, get right to it. If you don't, you're blocking my view. Oh, this. I got too chummy with a certain Argonian associate of mine. All I did was put a hand on his shoulder to get his attention. Apparently, it was the wrong move. He let me know with a nasty swipe of his claws. Can't say I blame him. I've attacked people for far less. I haven't seen this associate of mine for quite some time. Pity. I'd like to thank him properly for what he did. No, just thank him. This scar gives me a subtle air of menace that has done wonders for my business. I don't hold it against him. But the same can't be said for my bodyguards, so I suppose it's for the best that he keeps his distance.
Perhaps I should ask the Hist for my next set of dice. I've had abysmal luck.
Hey, told you I'd find you. Raynilla was here, Let's have it. Looks like debt collection notices. Not helpful to us. Blah, rot meth. Makes me wish I was born without nostrils. Can't understand how anyone drinks the stuff. Is this Duredrian's place? Seems like a wanted woman, whoever she is. Let me see that letter. So, Raynilla came by, pestering this Duredrian for help. Why? Great. Well, maybe they patched things up and Duredrian went to go help her, though that doesn't explain why she'd leave behind a note that says exactly where she's gone, especially if she's trying to hide from this reformer that Raynilla mentioned. Maybe. My job broker told me to track down Raynilla and take back what she stole for an important client. He didn't give other details, and that's usually fine with me. No memory of my past makes no answers an easy pill for me to swallow. I woke up a few years back in the middle of Valenwood with a nasty headache and no memory except my name. But that doesn't have anything to do with the job. Let's get to that campsite. I'll scout ahead and see if we can take Raynilla by surprise. Great. If all goes well, then we can both get paid and go our separate ways, I guess. I already told you most everything I know. I came to in Valenwood, middle of nowhere, blood on my claws. Someone was screaming, didn't see who. My head felt like it was split in half, so they got away. Well, I was in the middle of the forest. Had to hunt and track so I didn't starve to death. At one point, I started heading towards this huge tree in the distance. Eldenroot. Civilization. Sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed in the woods. Sure, a bit. Look, I didn't know if I'd killed someone or someone had tried to kill me. I kept my head down. Took any job to get by, and now, I guess, I'm here. If someone somewhere cares I'm gone, they're keeping awfully quiet about it. Either nobody misses me enough to go looking for me, or I was a loner before, just like I'm a loner now. I'm not trying to find answers on my past. You shouldn't either. Meet you there. And don't go blundering in without me.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Ho there, traveler. Can you help me?
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
You show the dead more respect than the living. Leave my offerings to me and get your dung-smelling incense out of my face.
Hey, Merc. Over here. I scouted ahead. That campsite is crawling with the mercenaries that attacked me. Seems like they're searching or waiting for something. But that got me thinking. Why would those mercenaries be after both me and Raynilla? I thought about that on the way over, too. If Raynilla could afford to hire mercenaries, she wouldn't be desperate for Deredrian's help like she was in that note we found, right? Something else is going on here. That campsite is the only lead we have on finding Raynilla. If we can get there, maybe we can find something to keep us on her trail. I'm not used to looking out for others. Can you handle yourself if we run into trouble? This one was dead when we got here, right? Check around. Maybe we'll find something useful. Wait. Those lanterns. This is Raynilla's signal? I think I've seen it before. Look, someone left a trail. Crouch down and you'll see it. From the tracks, it looks like 2 fleeing, 2 in pursuit. They couldn't have gone too far. Looks like Raynilla and one other got away, got rid of her tail, and managed to hide her prints from here with magic. Well, if Deredrian came here to help Raynilla, it doesn't seem like she did a very good job, and no other sign of Raynilla or the one she was traveling with. What are those notes? What did you find out? Right. She threw in with the reformer who told her to prioritize my capture over Raynilla's? What? And he's the one who hired me, without knowing it? This is the last time I ever find work through a job broker. No, but we can piece it together. The fence moving specialty items, the 2 lanterns signal, the list of operatives, this person called Dim who the reformer wants back alive. Raynilla isn't traveling alone with some trinket. She's freeing a slave. I don't want to think about that right now. This can't be all there is. There has to be someone who can give us answers. There was another name I saw, Mevi, in Ald Isra, right? That's not far. If we can find her, maybe she could tell us more. I'll meet you there. I just need a minute. See that? 2 lanterns. That's got to be Mevi.
Sharp as night? By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I don't know you, and I've never met Sharp. But the way my Raynilla spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere. Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he finally remember Raynilla? The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Raynilla didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Raynilla never forgave herself for what happened. She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go. Forgive me, it's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Raynilla, how did you find me? What? Directrian? No, Raynilla needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them to safety. If it's just the 2 of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help? You 2 go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. Thankfully, we always tried to remain ready for just such an occasion. I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, we really should get moving to Gorn. She is my wife. Sharp is the reason we met, actually. She needed forged documents for his new identity. I'd never done anything like that before, but she convinced me. Pity he didn't get to use the forgeries. But some good came of it, at least. It is. She told me he had ambitious ideals that challenged the traditions of House Telvanni. But when she witnessed the cost of those ideals firsthand, she had a change of heart. Breaking ties wasn't enough. She started freeing his slaves. When she lets me, I'm skilled in forgeries and logistics, but I've never done field work, not like her. It's dangerous work and, well, she's always been very protective of me. She has an informal web of operatives across Tamriel focused on freeing slaves. She relies heavily on favors and appealing to people's better nature. It's a struggle, to be sure. I think Raynilla takes on a lot more than she can bear. Raynilla can tell you more when we find her. The way she speaks of him, it's like she's worrying after an old friend. She liked to imagine that he ended up living a peaceful life as a fisherman somewhere. He was feral when she excised him from the Reformer's control. She had no choice but to subdue him. She delivered him to Directrian at an old safe site in Valenwood. He was supposed to go to Blackmarsh from there.
I could seek help in Necrom, or... you there!
You're here after all. I was about to reel in this piece of my past without you. I thought maybe you decided to move on. This is far beyond what I hired you for, isn't it? Maybe you're like me and you never pass up a payday. But I probably wouldn't even have stopped to help someone like me in the first place. Gorn is packed to the brim with mad wizards. Doesn't make it too different from the rest of the peninsula, but I've heard worse things have moved in recently. I guess what I'm saying is I'll watch your back in there so long as you're watching mine.
I hope I helped. I love it when you do that. A little help here?
Maybe Raynilla and the one she's with sneaked through instead of fighting. Can't imagine a fight going well.
I in trouble? Sorry.
And the world trembles in fear.
stop, I need you. This will be your final mistake. You mortals never learn to love.
I won't let you take her back.
They've got her cornered. Hey, fetchers! Looking for me?
Sharp, help her, please.
Renilla went through that door. She looked hurt. Bad.
Sharp, please. Help her.
Kaj Kujay? What are you doing here?
What did you just call me?
Renilla, I'm here. Just stay still.
Your Sharp's friend? I had feared he spent all those years alone. But he found someone. He found... you. His sister, Dimike. So close to freedom. Promise you'll help her. Take her the rest of the way, please. Help her. Too late for me. Deredrian and those mercenaries made sure of that. I never wanted my Mevi to get caught up in all this. To have to run forever from the Reformer. And the others. He'll never stop until Sharp is his again. I didn't have time. There's so much I could have done. I just couldn't do it on my own. Sharp looks strong, healthy. I'm sorry. So sorry. But glad to see him one last time.
Raynilla, stay with me, love. Please. Raynilla.
Raynilla. She can't be gone. She fought so hard to protect me. What am I going to do? We were supposed to have help. Raynilla. She can't be gone. Kaj Kujay. Elder brother. It's what I always called him. Raynilla didn't know how to properly excise him from the Reformer's attunement back then. Like the others. Like me. Deeknujay. His little sister. I don't think we had the same parents, but that was what he called me. He was there from the day I hatched. He always said he would come back for me, help me escape. I'd given up all hope. I don't know. She said something about a safe house in Silent Mire, but our final destination was somewhere deep in Black Marsh. We barely escaped Deredrian, and now Raynilla's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We were too late. I thought something might come back to me seeing Raynilla. She knew me, and now she's just gone. I don't feel any memories stirring when I look at her either. Just nothing. I gave up on finding answers about my past a long time ago. I don't understand why this had to happen now. Help her. I'm a mercenary. I don't know how to look out for someone like her. And if this Reformer is as powerful and dangerous as everyone said, there's not a place in Tamriel that is going to be safe for her anyway. He's more than after me. He's obsessed with me. But that I can do something about. If I could just track him down. That's what I have to do. Find the Reformer and be his end. But you heard Raynilla. If I try to do it alone, I'll end up like her. Going after the Reformer is a different job for a different day. Hunting my hunter is going to take time and patience. For now, take your payment, and if you'd like me watching your back wherever you're headed next, send for me. I'll be there.
Dimike, Raynilla got you this far. I'll take you the rest of the way. And then I'm never coming back to Morrowind.
Where are you taking her?
You've made your path clear, Sharp. If you fail at taking out the Reformer and fall under his control again, it's better if you don't know.
Sharp, please come with us. You don't have to be alone.
I am not going to be alone, and I'm not going to fail.